Tina, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Tina. I'm 8 years old. I live in Kuwait Town. My family has 6 people. My grandpa, grandma, dad, mom, younger brother, and me. I like reading books. I don't like soccer. I want to become a teacher in the future.
Well done, Tina. So now, Tina, I will let you choose your favorite books to read. Okay? So what is your first book?
All by myself.
All by myself. Please open it. You have to click. You have to click in the book. Yes. Okay, back to the beginning.
All by myself. I read all by myself. I color all by myself. I sing all by myself. I play all by myself. I read all by myself. I listen all by myself. I dress all by myself. I think all by myself.
So, Tina, what can you do by yourself?
I listen all by myself.
Anything else?
I read all by myself.
Well done. So, Tina, can you back to the page about I read all by myself in the book? Do you know where is the girl now? She's in the
bathroom.
Oh, she's in the bedroom, right? And what do you see in her bedroom?
I see a cat.
A cat.
I see a bed. I see a girl.
Well done.
I see a book.
A book.
I see
A lamb. Well done. So, Tina, what is she doing? Is she playing?
No. She reads a book.
Yes, she is reading books, right? And so please open the page about I play all by myself. So where is she now? Is she in the bedroom?
No.
Where is she now? She is not in the bedroom, right? So where is she?
She in the garden.
Well done, she's in the garden. So please tell me, what do you see in her garden?
I see a cat.
You see a cat?
I see a slide.
A slide. Good job.
I see a girl.
Good. So now, thank you, Tina. Please open the second book. Now, yes. let's go.
Light and heavy. This dog is heavy. I cannot lift it. This dog is light. I can lift it. This rock is heavy. I cannot lift it. This rock is light. I can lift it. This rock is heavy. I cannot lift it. This stick is light. I can lift it. That is heavy. I cannot lift him. I am light. That can lift me.
So, Tina, look around you. Please tell me which is heavy in the classroom.
This TV is heavy.
Nice. Anything else?
This disc is heavy.
How about something is light in the classroom?
That books is light.
Oh, that book is light. How about this one?
That pen is light.
Well done. How about in your family? Who is heavy in your family?
My father is heavy.
Can you lift your father?
No, I cannot lift him.
How about who is light in your family?
Brother is light. I can lift it.
Oh, you can lift your brother?
Yes.
Thank you. So now the last book for you is Aquarium. Please open it. Aquarium. Let's wait a minute. Okay, let's go.
Aquarium. Fish swim in this tank. Rays cry in this tank. Water turn in this tank. Jellyfish float in this tank. Turtles eat in this tank. Seal flip in this tank. Dolphin play in this tank. Whale dive in this tank.
Tina, what animals can you see in the aquarium? What animals can you see in the aquarium? I see
Fish swim in this tank.
Oh, you see fish swim in this tank. So do you know what animals flip in this tank?
Seals flip in this tank.
Nice. And what animals play in this tank?
Dolphin play in this tank.
So what animals dive in this tank?
Whale dive in
Do you see any turtle in this tank?
Turtle. It's in this tank.
Yes, we see a turtle in this tank, right? Thank you. This is the end of the test. Goodbye.
Bye.